And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Second down, Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
They go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. A gain of 32 that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
A second down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. It certainly was a disappointing end of the season for Baltimore as their offense comes back onto the field. But everyone remembers Cincinnati knocking them out of the playoffs on that Andy Dalton to Tyler Boyd play. They finished 9-7. The interesting thing was they had a plus 92 points differential, which was fourth best in the AFC.
So that tells me, and we saw it throughout the season, they were back to playing Baltimore Ravens defense. And that really helped their offense out in a big way. I think they still need help at the skill positions. They've got to upgrade at wide receiver. Alex Collins stepped in and played well at running back, but he needs some help as well. And, of course, Joe Flacco is going to have to continue to get better at his position. They've got to score more points and help out that defense, which played so well in 2017.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Play action. Flacco. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Prescott now on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Ryan Switzer, the intended target, and it's third and short.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
A first down carry by Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
Go to 54, go to 54.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
There we go, kill it.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. Oh, he slipped right by him. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago, just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Willie Henry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long for Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Running with Elliott. He leaps over him. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They go to Elliott again, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sean Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Flacco off play action. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Now it's Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Rolling the dice on 4th, Flacco. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, Elliott able to slither by. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bryce Butler, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys add on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know. Everyone, 57, Mike, 57. They gonna need some therapy after this.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Operating off play action. Flacco over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got some Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 40. He's at the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 83 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Elliott running right. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard right around the 26. And now here come the Ravens. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To pass, Flacco. Room to run inside the 40. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Red. Hey.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
57.
Prescott from the gun. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Now he's going the other way. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And now running right through it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Shift together here from the D-line. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Flacco to throw again on second down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. 17-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 72 yards. Back now in Arlington. First down, Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, "Don't do that again." What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Prescott. Now he's forced out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. Give him 30 yards there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. First and 10 here for Flacco. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. On first down, Flacco. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Once more, it's Flacco. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the counter, Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second and 10. Flacco once more. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A give to Elliott. Finding room inside the 40. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. The give is to Elliott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Under center. 5-0.
One last gasp for Flacco. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.